See, we were here, no? Plan 2. See, plan 2, when the sales is 1 crore 20 lakhs, what will be the variable cost? So we need to find out with the help of comparison with present situation. So sales is 80 lakhs, variable cost is 50 lakhs. So when the sales will be 1 crore 20 lakhs, what will be the variable cost? So we need to again cross multiply it. 50 lakhs variable cost at the present situation when sales was 80 lakhs. Now when sales will become 1 crore 20 lakhs, what will be my variable cost? So now what you will do? Cancellation of 5 zeros will give you 120 into 50 divide by 80. And the answer will be, can somebody tell me what will be the answer? 120 into 50 divide by 80. So what will be the answer?
Ma'am, 75.
Very good, very good. 75 lakhs. So 75 into 1 lakh will give you 75 lakhs. 75 lakhs. Okay. Now see, the answer is 75 lakhs. You just have to cross multiply. Keep doing it on calculator. Now don't make any working note. This is just for you to understand, and what is important is plan 1. For plan 1, I mean for at least plan 1 you should make working note. For others, do it on calci. Okay. Now for plan 3, 50 lakhs is to 80 lakhs and plan 3 sales is 135. 1 crore 35 lakhs. So how will you cross multiply? After cancellation of 5 zeros, 135 into 50 divided by 80. 135 into 50 divided by 80. So what will be your answer? Will be your answer 84.375, right? Now this 84.375 into 1 lakh. So what will be your answer? 84.375 into 1 lakh. Do it in calculator only. Don't write it anywhere. So what will be your answer?
Yes. 84,37,500.
Very good. 84,37,500. Okay. So this will be your answer. And now plan 4. The sales is 1 crore 50 lakhs. So 150 into 50 divide by 80. 150 into 50 divide by 80 gives you what answer on the calculator?
93.75.
Very good. So 93.75 into 1 lakh will give you round figure with zeros.
93,75,000.
Great. Very good. 93,75,000. Now keep deducting variable cost from sales. You will get contribution. Come on. Do it from present situation. Sales minus variable cost. 80 lakhs minus 50 lakhs will give you contribution of rupees 80 minus 50.
30 lakhs.
30 lakhs. Do it fast. Second, plan 2, plan 1. 1 crore minus 62 lakhs 50,000. 1 crore minus 62 lakhs 50,000. Tell me your answer.
37 lakh 50,000.
50,000. Next, 1 crore 20 lakhs minus 75 lakhs.
45 lakhs.
45 lakhs. Very good. Next, 1 crore 35 lakhs minus 84 lakhs 37,500. 500. Yes, so how much it will be?
50 lakhs,
Yes, how much it will be?
50 lakhs, 62,500.
Very good. 50 lakhs 62,500. Next, 1 crore 50 lakhs minus 93 lakhs 75,000.
56 lakhs,
25,000. Very good. 56 lakhs 25,000. Now, this is what was contribution. What will be my fixed cost? It is given already. Fixed cost is given already 10 lakhs. And it has to be fixed everywhere. 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs, everywhere 10 lakhs. See? 10 lakhs for present situation, 10 lakhs for plan 1, 2, 3, 4. Fixed always remains fixed. So write down 10 lakhs everywhere in the bracket. Now give me the answer of profit. Contribution minus fixed cost, you will get benefit. And that should be in block A. Give me the answers, come on. Contribution minus fixed cost. So present situation profit is
20 lakhs.
plan 1, profit of plan 1.
27 lakhs, 50,000.
Very good. Profit of plan 2.
35 lakhs.
35 lakhs. Profit of plan 3.
40 lakhs, 62,500.
Very good. 40 lakhs 62,500. And last plan 4 profit is 46 lakhs 25,000. Is it correct? Now we need to calculate average investment in debtors. So come to the next block, write down next line, write down average investment in debtors is equals to, which will be the formula applied here, first or second?
First one formula.
Very good. Write down total cost, average investment in debtors is equals to total cost into credit period divided by number of days in a year, because sum is according to days. Okay, so tell me first total cost is variable cost plus fixed cost will give you total cost. So in the present situation, what is total cost?
60 lakhs.
60 lakhs into 20 days divided by 365 days, because 360 is nowhere disclosed in the question. Therefore, you will take 365 days in a year. So 60 lakhs into 20 divided by 365. So what will be your answer? Is it 3,28,767? 3,28,767?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next plan 1. What is total cost of plan 1? What is total cost of plan 1? Variable cost plus fixed cost will give you total cost. 72 lakhs 50,000, right? So 72 lakhs 50,000 into 30 days divided by
Yes,
365.
ma'am.
Yeah,
7
yeah, very good. Yeah, 72 lakhs 50,000 into 30 divided by 365. So your answer will be
95.
okay, 5 lakh 95 890. Is it
5
correct?
lakh 890.
Very good. Okay, 5 lakh 95 890 is your answer. Similarly, you have to do it for plan 2, 3, 4. Do it. Plan 2, what is fixed cost? Sorry, what is total cost?
85.
Very good. 85 lakhs into 40 divided by 365. So your answer will be 9,31,507. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Plan 3. Plan 3. What is total cost? What is your total cost? 94 lakhs 37,500. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So 94 lakhs 37,500 into 50 divided by 365. So your answer will be 12 lakhs 92,808. Correct?
92.
Okay. Next, plan 4. Plan 4. The total cost is 1 crore 3 lakh 75,000 into 60 divided by 365. Give me the total answer of average investment in debtors. Is it 17 lakhs 5,479?
17 lakh.
Yeah, Anu, your voice is
479.
cracking. Yeah, okay. 17 lakhs 5,479. Correct. Next. Now you come to the next line, write down cost of extending credit period. So first cost is a opportunity cost. And the opportunity cost is given in the question in the form of percentage. See, determine credit period that it should be allowed by the company. Assume returns on investment is 18%. So returns on investment means opportunity cost. Write it in the bracket 18% on average investment in debtors. Opportunity cost, then write in the bracket 18% of average investment in debtors. So what is average investment in debtors of present situation? 3,28,767 into 18 percentage. So you will get opportunity cost. So what is the opportunity cost of present situation?
59,178.
Very good. 59,178. Next, plan 1. 5,95,890 is my average investment in debtors into 18 percentage. So what will be your answer for plan 1?
Like 7,000.
Is it 1,07,260? Anu? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Next, plan 2. 9,31,507 is average investment in debtors into 18 percentage. Is it 1,67,671? Yeah, is it correct? Correct है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Next, 12 lakhs 92,808 into 18 percentage. So your answer will be for plan 3, 2 lakhs 32,705. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And last one, 17 lakhs 5,479 into 18 percentage. So opportunity cost of plan 4 will be 3 lakhs 6,986. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, is the bad dates given in the question? Look at the question and tell me bad dates given in the question.
No, ma'am, it is not there.
Not there. So what will you do? Write down bad dates, but you will just put nil, nil, nil everywhere. And what is administration cost here? Is it given?
No, ma'am, not given.
Not given. So what you will do is write down administration cost and just show nil, nil, nil everywhere. So your total cost will match with opportunity cost because there are three costs: opportunity, bad dates, and administration cost. So all the cost will be added and you will get total cost. Write down the total cost, block B. And same answers: 59,178, 1,07,260 for plan 1, 1,67,671 for plan 2. Same answers will be brought down to total cost column and put it in block B. Now what will you do? You will calculate net benefits and the formula is A minus B. So do it and tell me what is net benefits. For present situation, A minus B. A is 20 lakhs, B is 59,178. So what will be your answer for net benefits? For present situation?
90,40,820.
Very good. 19 lakhs 40,822. Similarly, do it for plan 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Do it and then tell me all the answers together. Yeah, tell me the answers of plan 1 net benefit.
19,40,820.
This is present situation. Okay. Plan 1, 26 lakhs 42,740. Correct? Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Plan 2, 33 lakhs 32,329. Is it correct? Have you got the same answers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Plan 3,
Yes,
38 lakhs 29,795. Have you got the same answer?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And last, plan 4, 43 lakhs 18,014 rupees. So is it correct? Yeah.
Yes,
Now calculate incremental net benefit. So how will you do it? Present situation with plan 1. Present situation with plan 2. Present situation with plan 3. And present situation with plan 4. We have to compare the net benefits of present situation with plan 1, 2, 3, 4. So 19 lakhs 40,822, the benefit of present situation, will be deducted from plan 1 benefit, that is 26 lakhs 42,740. So how much is incremental net benefit of plan 1? 7 lakhs 1,918. Is it the correct answer?
ma'am.
Yeah. So similarly, you have to do it with present situation and plan 2. 19 lakhs 40,822 minus 33 lakhs 32,329. So is it 13 lakhs 91,507?
Yes, ma'am.
Do it for
Yes,
plan 3 and 4 and let me know the answer. First do it for plan 3 and give me the answer. What is incremental net benefit?
ma'am. Ma'am, for plan 3, it is 18,88,973.
Wow, very good. 18 lakhs 88,973 exactly matches with what is given here in the table. And what about plan 4?
It is 23,77,192.
77,192. Very good, very good. So now where you see the more net profit is given, where you see, check the net profit first and check the incremental net profit also. Both should be high in that case, in that plan. That plan will be
In
better.
plan 4.
Very good. So give the suggestion. Come down to the next line and give your suggestion. Write down. Plan 4, that is credit period of 60 days. Plan 4, that is credit period of 60 days is suggested because the net benefit is highest rather. So the net benefit is highest and generates incremental net benefit of rupees and generates incremental net benefit of rupees 23,77,192. Okay, is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's do this 11th now. And then we will wind up, like our chapter will be over then. Then in the next lecture, we will start with the last chapter pending, which is budgeting. Okay. Now let us quickly start this question, and 12th sum will be homework for you. 12th sum will be homework for you. Okay. Note down this 12th sum will be homework for you. Now let us quickly begin with 11th. A firm sells 40,000 units of its product per annum. Units sold, 40,000 at the rate 35 per unit. This is selling price per unit. The average cost per unit is 31. Average cost means total cost. Per unit is 31 and variable cost is 28. Yesterday only in 8th sum I explained you average cost is 31, variable cost is 28. So the balancing figure 3 rupees will be my fixed cost. Okay. And the variable cost is rupees 28. Okay. The average collection period is 60 days. This is credit period of present situation. Bad dates is 3% of sales. Okay. And collection charges, first time administration charges are given. Collection charges is rupees 15,000. The firm is considering a proposal, means plan 1, to follow a strict collection policy. वैसे तो they were giving customers 60 days of credit period, but now they want to make it strict. That means they want to reduce the number of days, which would reduce the bad dates losses to 1%. Now because they are decreasing the number of days, bad dates will also come down. Earlier bad dates were 3%, now bad dates will be 1%. It is a proposal, it is estimation. 1% of sales will be bad dates and average collection period will be brought down to 45 days. See, 45 days. It would be, however, reduce sales volume by 1000 units. But earlier sales were 40,000 units. Now it will be 1000 units less. Reduce the sales by 1000 means you have to reduce it. Instead of 40,000, now you will write 39,000 units. And increase the collection expenses to rupees 25. Earlier, in the earlier case, the collection charges were 15,000. But now in the proposed case, the collection charges will be increased to 25,000. The firm's required rate of return is 20%. This is opportunity cost. So he is asking you, would you recommend the adoption of new proposal policy? That means should 45 days policy is better than 60 days policy? You need to answer them. Assume 360 days in a year. So shall we start? Make 3 columns, particulars, present policy, proposed policy, and write down statement of evaluation of credit policy on the topmost page. Topmost line of the page, write down statement of evaluation of credit policy. Below that, make 3 columns, particulars, present policy, proposed policy. For present policy, credit period. What is the credit period for present policy? What is the present credit period? Yeah, 60 days. And what is the credit period for proposed policy? 45 days. 60 days, 45 days. Number of units. Make one more row, that is units. Units sold in present situation were 40,000. First line it is given in the question, 40,000. But while proposing a new policy of 45 days, the sales will reduce by 1,000 units. So 40 minus 1, new number of units will be
39.
39,000 units. Instead of 40,000 units, you will write 39,000 units in proposed policy. Now, we need to divide this column the way they have done. Per unit and amount, per unit and amount. So you need to divide. Okay. Now start with sales. What is per unit of sales? 35. 35 for both of the situations. Present and proposed. 35, 35. What we need to do to convert it into amount? 35 into number of units. How many number of units in present situation? 40,000. So 40,000 into 35 is how much? 40,000 units into 35 per unit will give you how much sales? Come on guys, you need to do quickly. हमको 10 minutes में ये sum पूरा करना है. 35 into 40,000. चलो जल्दी आंसर दो. आया 14 lakhs आ रहा है सबका?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 39,000 into 35 rupees. Next is 39,000. So 39,000 को 35 से multiply करना है. So 39,000 into 35 will give you 13,65,000. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now variable cost. Variable cost is C. Average cost is 28. Average cost is 31. Variable cost is 28. It is already given. So write down 28, 28, both the sides same. 28 per unit will be same, but amount will change. Why? Because number of units are not same. Number of units is 40,000 in first case and proposed policy 39,000 units are there. So 28 into 40,000 in present policy. Tell me the answer. 11,20,000 the correct answer. 40,000 units into 28 rupees variable cost. How will I understand if you don't answer me? 11,20,000. Have you got this answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next is 39,000 units. So 39,000 into 28 rupees will give you 10,92,000 rupees. Correct? Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now sales minus variable cost will give you contribution. Tell me the first contribution. The first contribution will be?
2,80,000.
Very good. Second contribution will be?
2,73,000.
Very good. Now fixed cost. Always remember, fixed cost has to be fixed, but you need to calculate for present policy. First, always remember, present policy fixed cost will be calculated if it is not given. And then that same fixed cost has to be written in the plan 1, plan 2, plan 3, plan 4. But now we have only plan 1, proposed policy. What we need to do is average cost per unit is 31. Out of that 31, variable cost is 28. Look at this working note. Total cost is 31 per unit. Out of that 31, variable cost is 28. What is fixed cost? Rupees 3. 31 minus 28 will give you fixed cost per unit. But this is per unit. I want amount. So 3 into 3 per unit, no? So this is 3 into 40,000 rupees. Present policy units. 40,000 units into 3. You will make the same working note. 3 into 40,000 will give you 120. Now 120 will not change. Here variable cost was changing, 11 lakh 20, 10 lakh 92. Okay, but here fixed cost will not change from present situation to proposed policy. Fixed cost will always remain fixed. So 120, 120 both the sides. How this 120 came, you will have to make the working note, but make it little later on. Like when we will complete the sum, you then make this working note. First complete the sum. Write down 1 lakh 20, 1 lakh 20 fixed cost and deduct it from contribution and tell me what is the profit, that is benefit, in block A. Tell me the profit in present situation.
1,60,000.
And profit in planned proposed policy?
1,53,000.
Very good, very good. Now give me the average investment in debtors. How average investment in debtors to be calculated? With the help of first formula, total cost. So total cost, write down average investment into debtors is equals to total cost into credit period divided by 365. Sorry, 360. Because in the question he says assume 360 days in a year. So tell me, what is the total cost of present policy?
12,40,000.
Very good. 12,40,000 into 60 divided by 365. 60 is the credit period given in present policy. So what will be the answer? Yes, tell me the answer. Average investment in debtors. Is it 2,06,667?
2,06,600.
Very good. Very good. Next. Next. Proposed policy. What is the total cost of proposed policy?
12,12,000.
Very good. 12,12,000 into 45 divided by 360.
1,51,000.
500. Very good. 1,51,500. Next. Now come to the next cost. Cost of extending credit period. So first it will be opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is already given 20%. Look here in the question, second last line. Write down in the bracket 20% of average investment in debtors. So first average investment in debtors is 2,06,667 into 20%. So is it 41,333?
500. Yes.
Next, 1,51,500 into 20%. Is it 30,300?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now bad dates. See, bad dates are given separately. In the present situation, bad dates is 3% of sales. And in the second situation, bad dates is 1% of sales. So similarly, you have to follow the policy rule. Bad dates, 3% of sales in present situation. So what is sales? 14 lakhs. 14 lakhs into 3%. Do it on Calci and let me know what is the answer of bad dates.
42,000.
See how beautifully they have written. They have written 3% here and its answer here. And then 1% here, its answer here. So similarly, you can also write it. 3% of 14 lakhs, 42,000. Is it correct? Bad dates? Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am. It is.
Yeah. Now second, sales is proposed policy. Sales is 13 lakh 65,000, but bad dates ka percentage is only 1%. So what is 1% of 13 lakh 65,000?
Right.
Sorry.
13 lakh 665.
Very, very good. 13 lakh 650, no? 13 lakh 650.
Yes, ma'am. 13,650.
Sorry, 13,650. Very good. 13,650. Now, administration charges. Administration charges means collection expenses only. Don't get confused. So, collection charges here in present situation is 15,000 and in proposed situation, collection charges are 25,000. Already given, everything given. So, just write down collection charges. In first case, 15,000 and in second case, 25,000. Now tell me the total cost. Block B. Is it 98,333 and 68,950? Yes. Then now what you have to do? A minus B. You will get net benefit. Now you have to compare which net benefit is highest. So in the second proposed policy, the net benefit is highest, 84,050. Then you need to suggest that this proposed policy is beneficial for the company. Why? Because it's giving you highest net benefit and also the incremental net benefit of rupees 22,383. So do it. I'm giving you 2 minutes to complete this. You need to calculate net benefit. You need to calculate incremental net benefit also. Okay, complete it.